All right.
Whenever, man.
Here with Cassius Clay Collard, one of the real breakout fighters of 2020. He returns to the ring to return to television for the last big card on ESPN this year, December 12th, this Saturday. He returns to the ring. Cassius Clay, man, how are you, brother?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking, man.
Well, the last two fights, you really came in like looking like the guy rather than the opponent. You've been one of the real breakout fighters of 2020. What's led to you, kind of turning the corner, let's say, this year, being a breakout fighter?
Man, just hard work, being in the right place at the right time, and, taking tough fights. So, I think a lot of it has to do with beating top prospects, I think that has a big part to do with it. Like, I'm here to fight, man. So.
Yeah, over half of your fights, you've had 14 fights, over half of them are guys with an undefeated record. Do you feel like you fought some stiff competition transitioning from MMA to boxing?
Yeah, man. I mean, I fought, the top dudes. I believe in both sports. I think I'm finally, coming into my own. I feel like I'm coming into my prime. I'm focused. I'm working harder, than ever before, and I'm staying out of trouble and keeping my head on straight. And I think that has a lot to do with the success. So.
But you've had some trouble in the past. You seem more like a quiet guy from Utah. That's almost.
Yeah, man. Back with my run with UFC, I was young and kind of wild. So, I've matured a lot over the years, and I finally decided this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna give it my all, and that's what I've been doing, and I think that's why you're starting to see me shine. So.
Well, you were, this is 5 years ago when you were in UFC. So you were what, 21 years old, 22 years old?
Yeah, I was a young punk kid, man.
Were you getting into fights outside of the octagon, or what?
Oh, no, nothing like that. And my story will come out eventually, man. That's for another time. So let's focus on the upcoming fights. So.
Totally understood. You got 3 knockouts in your last 4 fights after having, I think, just 1 in the first 10 or so. So do you think you get another knockout Saturday night?
That's what we're always gunning for, I fought this guy before. He's tough. He's a tough guy. We fought to a draw. In my opinion, it wasn't a draw. Probably in his opinion, it wasn't a draw either. I don't know what he thinks, but it was in his hometown, and he's a tough kid. He's skilled. He's got a great coach. He's got a great team behind him, but he's got to get through me, and I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Do you ever think of avenging the 2 blemishes, the 2 losses on the record? I know one of them, the last one, was from a guy from Kazakhstan with a big amateur record.
Yeah, man. I fought that guy up a weight, up like 5 weights. I fought him at 175, I believe, which I was eating getting on the scale. I took the fight on like 2 days' notice. It was just like maybe not the smartest decision, but that dude's a killer. I mean, I think he's like either gold or silver gold medalist in the Olympics. Like that one, I don't really care about. I don't really care about avenging that one. Me and Quentin Randall, we're actually kind of homeboys now. So, he got it was a close fight, and the ref called a knockdown. And he hit me, and then he hooked my head and kind of pushed me off balance.
Okay.
That's what I believe happened. He probably believes he caught me, but I started arguing with the crowd because they were all into it. And I'm like, bro, he didn't even I don't know. So, but me and him are cool, man. I'm not really worried about the past. I'm looking to the future, and yeah, man. With the competition I'm fighting, you're bound to lose a couple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these guys that's taking, tomato can fights. I'm fighting top competition every single time. Undefeated guys or close to undefeated guys, and I'm not worried about a couple losses on my record because of that. So.
Yeah, you've won fights you weren't supposed to win already. Isn't that true?
I mean, I always think I'm gonna win, man. So according to the analysts, yeah, I mean, I probably wasn't supposed to, but they don't know who I am and they don't know how hard I'm working until now, and so yeah, I mean, I guess I won a couple fights I wasn't supposed to, but I think I'm one of the best guys around, period. So I'm gonna keep fighting to prove that.
Why have you had so much success lately with your combination punching?
A lot of it has to do with my coach, man. I switched coaches about like 2017, 18. I switched coaches, and I've lived with him for years. Under the same roof. We you know cooked together, ate together, trained together. It was just a full-time thing, and I asked him when I first got with him, I was like, I need you to ride me hard. Like, I need you to be on me 24/7. That's what I need, because again, I was young and wild. You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, I'll do it, but you got to do everything I say. And me and him bumped heads a lot in the beginning, man. Him trying to teach me something and it just not working out for me for a little while. And, I just kept working towards it, and eventually everything started to work. So, my coach has a lot to do with my success as well. So.
I know you mentioned, just a minute ago, you always expect to win when you get out there. Do you ever have thoughts, being that Top Rank really likes you, they like what they see, do you ever have thoughts of a world title fight, getting to fight the top fighters of the division?
Man, why the hell do you think I'm doing this thing? To be a mid guy? Nah, man. That's what we're gunning for. I want to be the first guy to win a fight and win a belt in both boxing and mixed martial arts. I want to be that guy, that can do it in both worlds. So that's what we're working for, man. We're not here to be second best. That's for sure.
What's the difference in the levels of striking between, MMA, fighting all the way in UFC, the biggest MMA promotion, and fighting in boxing?
Boxers have better hands, and I got a little more to worry about in a mixed martial arts fight. I can catch an elbow or a knee or a kick. So the range is different because of the kicks and the grappling, of course. So they're both hard, very, very complicated puzzles to figure out in their own way. And honestly, I think boxing has helped me a lot. Getting back to boxing has helped me a lot in my mixed martial arts game. So, yeah, I mean, you guys will get to see it this coming next year in PFL. So.
Well, yeah, PFL, that's what I wanted to ask you about next. I know you signed with them during 2020, but obviously didn't get a chance to compete. So you fought 5 times in boxing. What do you think of Clarissa Shields signing with PFL? Do you think she'll find big-time success in MMA, or is that too late to make that transition in her mid-20s from boxing to MMA?
Man, the girl's a top athlete. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the best to ever do it in my opinion. So man, she's got the worth ethic, and she's got the mind of a fighter, man. So you can never count anybody like that out at all, ever. So
that's kind of what I thought was, I don't know if you should bet against Clarissa Shields.
Man, I was seeing videos of her training at over in New Mexico at John Winkle's, man, and she looks good. So people better watch out for her for sure.
I mean, she got her leg all the way up to her head, fairly early in training. That can't be easy.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, you add everything else on top of the boxing skills. I think boxing rules on the feet, man. I think boxing's king. I think if you can control a fight, boxing on the feet, then I think as far as striking goes, boxing is king. So. If you can control a fight with the hands, man, it's hard to do anything else. So.
Very, very interesting coming from you, Clay, based on your experience. Just wanted to ask you about, one other person outside the ring in Octagon. Mcgregor He's talked about coming back to face Pacquiao. He's even talked about coming back to face Crawford. That Crawford's name was in there for a minute. What's he got to do to have more success if he's going to come back to boxing from MMA?
He's got to stick around, man. You know, he keeps popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out. Let's see you stick around and get a belt and hang on to it. That's the biggest thing. He's never hung on to a belt for very long, man. He's got it and he's took big fights and he's made the money, man. But in my opinion, to be a top champion, you got to hang on to that belt for a while. So I'd like to see him do that. I'd like to punch the guy in the face too, man. So
you'd be open for that fight in a ring or
hell yeah,
doesn't matter.
any day of the week. Let's go, man. That's the type of shit I've been working for since I've been at this since I was 6 years old, man. I've been wrestling since I was little. I've been boxing since I was little. Those are the type of guys I like to beat up. So, let's go. Cassius Clay and Conor McGregor, bro. Let's get it. Boxing, MMA, we can do one in both, man. I'm willing to fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. Let's get it.
Has he impressed you as a talent on his feet?
Of course, man. You know, he's got that nasty straight left hand. His kicks are nasty, you know. So, yeah, I mean, he's a great striker. I think my boxing's a little better personally, just pure boxing. MMA, you know, who knows? I think I got him beat in the wrestling department though. I've been doing it a little longer, I believe. So I don't know, man. I'd like to fight the guy, man. We'll see. We'll find out.
And you know, back to the.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Clay, please.
No, I was gonna say, you know, the only time I've ever been stopped was going up to 175 and fighting that Olympian and you know, getting caught with a couple liver shots. But man, I ain't never been knocked out, you know. So I'd like to see if he could do it. I doubt it.
And also, Clay, just back to the boxing ring for good. Lorenzo Truck Simpson, this 154-pounder, he's undefeated. He fights on some of the same ESPN cards.
Is that the guy that called me out, man?
Yes, in August.
I think that's the guy that called me out. Bro, I'll fight anybody, bro. I ain't scared of him. I don't even know who the guy is, honestly. Other than he called me out, but I'll fight anybody, especially at 154, man. That's my weight, man. I've been fighting up to, you know, 70, 68, 60. You know, 54 is like where I'm lean. I'm a lean, mean fist fighting machine. So, how tall is the guy? Probably like 5'9",
5'10",
5'8".
about 5'10".
5'10". Yeah, you know, so I got a couple inches on him. I'm long and I got a chin, man. So got this beautiful red beard that helps protect me a little bit. So.
I gotta give you credit, Clay. I mean, 54 to 75, octagon to the boxing ring. You're a fighter.
That's what I do, man.
Oh, and lastly, because you brought up the red beard, I gotta ask you: will you be watching Canelo's fight with Callum Smith? Any thoughts on that fight, one way or the other?
I'm gonna take Canelo, man. I'll probably watch it, of course. Canelo's the guy to beat right now. You know, he's the guy making the money right now. I mean, I heard Mayweather's gonna come back and face that Logan Paul, and it's just, man. Logan Paul was talking about how he wants to embarrass MMA guys in the boxing ring.
Oh.
You know, it's just like, man. Like, why don't you fight somebody worth a damn before you start running your mouth, bro, you know? So, I'd love for somebody to just smash him, bro, shut him up, because I hate – like, bro, there's been fighters working their whole life to fight guys like Mayweather, and just because he's some celebrity YouTube star, like, he gets the fight, it's just stupid, man, stupid.
And he's not fighting the undefeated brother. Jake Paul's the undefeated one, right? So it's –
yeah. Yeah, whatever. Logan Paul, Jake Paul, they're both a bunch of pansies. Need to get their ass beat. That's my opinion. I'd love to do it. I don't care what weight they are, man. They could be freaking 200 pounds. I'll smash those guys. They don't know how to box, bro. They don't.
Well, a lot of fighters share your sentiments, Clay.
Yeah, man. Get them out of the sport, man. It's embarrassing for the rest of us.
Well, Clay, before you help end the year for ESPN and Top Rank December 12th, is there anything else you want to say to boxing fans before they tune in Saturday night to see you fight main event, Shakur Stevenson headlining that card?
Man, I just hope they enjoy the show, man. I've been working hard, and I didn't get a fight on the Lomachenko card because of the whole virus and everything. So, I just hope they enjoy the show and just, be kind to each other. One love.
Thanks so much, Clay. 6-0 if you win Saturday night. You've had a great year. Thanks so much, brother.
Thanks, man.